Live from the BiffNet Studios World Headquarters in Spring, Texas, it's Barry on Deck, hosted by former ESPN Houston radio host and stand-up comedian Barry Laminack, starring Oliver the Cat. Written by Barry Laminack, produced by Barry Laminack, directed by, you guessed it, Barry Laminack, featuring sports, entertainment, special guests, film sessions, and some drinking. Okay, a lot of drinking. Viewer discretion is advised. And now, here's your host, Barry Laminack.
Oh, what's up, you damn dirty deckheads? Welcome to Barry on Deck. I am your host, Barry Laminack. Oh, thank you guys for being here. Today is Monday, March 17th, St. Patrick's Day, 2025. This is episode number 916 of Barry on Deck. Oh, too bad it's not 917. That would be pretty nifty, wouldn't it? Yeah, wouldn't that be cool? Well, it's not, so go pinch yourself. Welcome to the show. Welcome to the program. We're doing it. Almost not doing it, but we're doing it. We're going to do something. We're doing something here. I don't know what it is. Somehow, some way, we're having a show. By God. Normally, I wouldn't have done one, but I was like, I ain't got shit else to do on a Monday. I mean, I do have shit to do. But what the hell? Why not? Was very drunk on St. Patrick's Day already. No! I wish. I kind of wish I was drunk. I wish there was something in this. It wouldn't have been good either. I tried the new Rainbow Slush from Sonic. Do not recommend. It ain't all that. I'm a Sonic Slush guy too. I like the slushes. But I'm a cherry limeade slush guy. It's hard to get me off of the OG. I've tried the cherry. I've tried the lime. I've tried grape. I've tried cranberry. And of course cherry limeade. And cherry limeade's the best. And that's all the ones I've tried. I've not tried lemonade. And I've not tried any of the others. I've tried the ocean water slush. This is good. But it's doing it again. Starting that reboot shit. I forgot to work on it over the weekend. I apologize. I just put it out my mind for the weekend and said, fuck it. And I should have worked on this goddamn computer over the weekend. I'll work on it tonight. I didn't want to, but god damn it. Ugh. Are you in Vegas, Alex? Who's in Vegas? I saw somebody was in Vegas. Who's in Vegas? It looks like, let's see. Who the fuck is this guy first? All the way from Vegas. Alex is in Vegas. What you doing in Vegas, buddy? You on vacay? You have a little vacay? Good for you, man. That's good for you. So we've got a mildly packed show, I guess. I don't know. We got some shit to discuss. I guess I got some headlines for you and some other topics to cover. Oh, you're working. Nice. So we got some shit to get into. Just to get in some stuff for the day. Just so you bitches can't say I didn't do a show. Because that was really the thing. Is that I want y'all to be like, Barry's lazy. He didn't do a show today. Because I almost didn't want to. I ain't gonna lie. I was like, yeah, fuck it. But nope, I did it. I'm here. I'm doing it and doing it well. I'm actually looking at the NBA standings right now. Didn't even realize Rockets back in second place. That's right. That's right, you dirty hoes. Tied. 3-way tie. For second place in the West, Rockets, Nugs. The Rockets, the Spicy Nugs, and the Grizzlies. 3-way tie. All have the same record, 43-25. That's right. Your Houston Rockets still sitting in there, nestled up in the West. It's pretty good. It's pretty good. They ain't going nowhere. I mean, I don't know what their strength of schedule is down the stretch, but they are hanging in. So good for them. So we're going to get into some of that. Obviously, brackets are out. It is March Madness season upon us. What up, Jared? What up, Flip? What up, Alex? What up, Total Dallas? What up, Pimpin' Dubs? What up, Pimpin'? Who else? What up, Tony? What up, my sweet, sweet Donna over on the YouTubes, and AJB. What up, pimp? So, we're going to do a little bit of bracket stuff. Probably not a lot. We'll do that tomorrow. I will tell you this. The one, the only. The real cog in this wheel that we call BOD. Jen has informed me that she's put together a bracket challenge. I was going to do it. I hadn't talked to Jen in a while. I tried to give her space. She was really hot and heavy and keeping, shit going. And when she's not doing stuff, I try not to pester her. You know what I'm saying? I don't want to be that guy that's like, hey, are you doing? Hey, especially since she pretty much works for free. I mean, I try to throw her a bone every once in a while when I can afford it. You know what I'm saying? But like, there's no salary or anything like that. So I don't really like want to bother her. If she doesn't hit me up, or I don't really want to bother her for stuff. So it's strictly voluntary. So, But I put a call out on the Discord, like, hey, if we can get 15 people to say that they want to do a bracket challenge, I'll put one together. And I had been thinking about Jen. This is a true story. I was just thinking about her, missing her, hadn't seen her around. That's my girl. I always tell people, and I mean this in the best possible way. And I mean it in the best possible way and in the most endearing way. But I always say Jen is my right-hand man. And there's like a double meaning to that. And I mean it because, you know, right hand man means like that's my dog, that's my ace. But there's a double meaning to it too. When saying she's my right hand man, the double meaning to it is she's a woman. Duh. So my right hand man is actually a woman. So like that's the, I mean, you know, it's tongue in cheek, but it's also meant, I mean it, I mean to say it that way. Because my right hand man is a woman. So I say it like that on purpose. But yeah, that's my dog. But you know, I don't want to bother. But she's putting something together, so we'll see. I messaged her. I was thinking about her, and she hit me up and said she was putting something together. So we'll get it. We'll figure it out, and I'll let you know. So, hey, little boy, did you lose your parents? What? The hell? What the hell are you talking about? Oh, that's weird. Can we do the car buying show before Friday? Absolutely, Donna. Yes, 1000%. I did not forget. We are going to do it. I promise you. We are going to do the car buying show before Friday. 1000%. In fact, what kind of car are you thinking about buying, Donna? Oh, man. What shit is fucked up right there? I've been doing that spiky thing. I think it would fuck my face up. What kind of car are you thinking about getting, Donna? I'll see if I know somebody at a dealership that might be able to help you too. And Walt knows people at dealerships. Another Toyota? Okay. See who I know. I'll hop on Facebook tonight and see if I know anybody at a Toyota dealership. I'll just take a look. I'm not going to like ask because I'll just be inundated with bots and shit. But I used to know a guy. He was a suspect at a Nissan dealership. But I don't know if he's there anymore. And then another guy that I know, I don't know what dealership he works at, but I'll ask. But I'll find out. If it's not Toyota, then won't include them. But we'll still do the car buying stuff no matter what. For sure. Promise you that. Okay? Promise you that. Fuck all them dealer add-ons. That's part of it. Don't forget the rust proofing. Shut up, Total Dallas. So, we'll definitely do that for you for show, Donna. Okay. So we got that to do. We're going to get the bracket going before Thursday. Let me go look at the Discord. How many people? So I put out the call. Was just thinking about it. I was like, yeah, I'll just get it going because I don't want to bother Jen. And then she read my mind. We sometimes are on the same wavelength. And she was like, hey, friend, I'm putting something together. I was like, oh, my bad. Okay. Oh, I see you, Donna. Look at my sweet, sweet Donna. This is about as Irish as I can get. You go, girl. Uh-oh. Alex said training session back on Thursday. Yeah, that sucks. Let's see. Uh-oh. Goddamn, 40-acre wildfire 10 miles from my house. Ooh, that sucks. Dang. Tell Hugo said my wife wrecked it and it was considered totaled. Fixed it out of pocket and I'm the one still using it. Ooh. Titan Hugo, that sucks for you too, bro. There's no be idea, but I found a shitty situation. Man, the GA talk. It's we may not be able to do another show until I can get the USB thing fixed on this. I don't know what the fuck is happening. It keeps going out. I got to figure this out. And I forgot to work on it this weekend. God damn it. Okay. Where did I put that? Did I put that under show discussions? I don't remember where I put that. I think I put it under general. Did I put it under general? I don't even know where the hell I did that. Did I do it under sports? Fuck. I don't even know where the hell I put it. I thought I put it in general, but I guess not. Okay. No clue. Oh, maybe somebody moved it to fantasy. Yeah, I have no idea where the fuck it went. Maybe Jen deleted it. I don't know, but I had put a post in there that said, I'm suspicious of the hub. Yeah, you might be right. Crystal just bought a car a week ago from my main dealership. I'll send you a link, Donna. Oh, good looking out, Walt. Yeah. Donna, Walt's got a good hookup. I found a really sporty Corolla SE black with tinted windows, just what I need. Yeah. What's connected to the hub? What doesn't have to be connected? What can be connected directly to the onboard USB? Yeah, I got to go through all that shit. I really need to rewire. I have this KVM switch I don't use anymore that I need to disconnect. That's like step one. I need to 86 the KVM. That might be part of the problem. 86 the KVM. I think that'll help. That'll be a good start. But I've got like a ton of just shit back here that I need to get rid of. That'll be part of it. All right, let's get into some sports. Let's get to some headlines. What up, John Dorier? Let's get to some headlines. And I don't even know where the post went. I was asking for 15 yeses for bracket challenge. Yeah, where did that go? Oh, I put that shit in memes and videos. Why the hell would I do that in memes and videos? I have no idea. Let me move that to GA. What a dumbass. Okay. Yeah. I don't know why I put it there. What a dumb shit. All right, let's do some headlines. Come on, shit. What a dumbass. I put the, hey, who wants to do a bracket challenge in the memes and videos thread? This is why you don't multitask. All right, Mavericks are sending Anthony Davis to the G League. Full stop. No, just kidding. To get him ready for his return. He is supposedly coming back from injury soon. So, in preparation for that, they want to get him as much playing time as they can. So, I mean, if it were me, look, the Mavs won. They're teetering, right? They are currently 10th in the West. So, they're about a game and a half up on Phoenix and from, being out of the play-in. So they need to get him back quickly. And, getting him some game time is obviously going to help. What you hope is that this doesn't hurt him by going down there and, risking injury again, which you need to get him healthy, but so they're kind of stuck here. They've got to do this. But they've assigned him to the Texas Legends, which allowing the 10-time All-Star to practice with the G League team and participate in 5-on-5 scrimmages as he ramps up to return from the strained left abductor. Sources said that there has been discussions about shutting down Davis for the season, but the superstar has been steadfast in his determination to return. And while I like his gumption, you know what I'm saying? I do like the fact that he's like, no, I want to play. I'm going to play. What's up, Shadow Realm user? I like his gumption. You know what I'm saying? He's like, hey, I am going to play. I am a baller. Well, the problem is you're a game and a half up on Phoenix. There's no Kyrie. And even if you do make the play-in game, you ain't doing shit in the playoffs, bro. But here's the problem. He doesn't care. He heard everybody. Anthony Davis heard all the noise. Anthony Davis heard all the chatter. Anthony Davis heard all the haters. He heard all the critics. He heard all the people talk after the Luka trade. He has nothing but everything to prove. So I promise you, he's not a team first guy in this situation. He's not like, I want to play for the team. He's not playing for that. He's playing for pride. He's playing not for the name on the front of the jersey. He's playing for the name on the back of the jersey, folks. That's all this is. And I don't blame him. That man was drug. Okay? That man, they sullied the good name of Anthony Davis if he had one. But he was dogged by everybody. Yours truly. I mean, nobody respected him when this trade went down. Actually, you know what? I'm not going to lie. I kind of defended him a little bit. And the Mavericks. I said, you know what? I don't think we're giving enough credit to the Mavericks. And it's not the worst thing in the world. And this team is deep. And granted, Luka's a top 5 player, yada, yada, yada. But it's not like they got back a bag of potato chips. So, I mean, I didn't completely dog. AD. Shadow Rum user said, bro, AD is playing because if he doesn't, his name is going to get dragged through the mud. Actually, that's not true. I disagree, Shadow Rum. I disagree. This is a perfect excuse for him to not play. Perfect excuse. He got hurt. He could just ride off into the sunset. Hey, it ain't my fault I got hurt. Nah, he can just be like, shit happens, man. What you want me to do? Kyrie's hurt. I'm hurt. We'll get him next year. It ain't his fault. So, but what he wants is he wants to come out and prove something. That's why he played like a damn maniac that first game. I mean, he was playing out of his mind. I think it was against the Rockets. He was playing like a damn maniac for 3 quarters. So I admire his gumption. But I think that this could backfire. I really do. Here's the thing. They are currently 23 and a half games out of first, which is fine. They're 33 and 36. They're sitting 10th in the West and in the last spot in the play-in game. When he comes back, if he comes back and they're still in 10th, that's a big if. But if he comes back and they're in 10th and he plays, now they've lost 3 in a row. They're 2-8 in their last 10. But if he comes back and they lose and he plays and they fall out of that 10 spot, now it's worse. And it's really not his fault because he doesn't have a ton around him as far as, a great supporting cast. But everything that's going to be said is, well, Luka would have. Well, if it was Luka, I mean, to me, I get why you want to come back and prove something, but you're kind of in a no-win situation here. I mean, if you come back, all you're really doing is holding down the 10 spot or the 9 spot for the playoffs so that you can lose in the first round if you advance. Assuming you beat the T-Wolves or the Clippers or whoever the hell you play in the play-in tournament. Assuming you win. And they probably won't. For the right to get beat in the first round. It's just, shut it down, bro. Shut it down. It doesn't make no sense. What's up, Mina? Christopher Mina says, sober it's St. Patty's Day, no green beer, but green tea. Hey, first of all, sir, I salute you for celebrating St. Patrick's Day sober. Proud of you. Good for you. Green tea sucks. Get you some O'Doul's, man. O'Doul's sucks too. I ain't gonna lie. O'Doul's is blech. Shadowrun said, I just don't personally think that AD is going to shift the Mavs too much. Kyrie's the main guy to shift that team. That's why Kyrie getting hurt sucks so much. Yeah, well, I mean, I don't disagree. I think, yeah, obviously Kyrie is the straw that stirs the drink on the Mavs now that Luka's gone. But I don't think Kyrie by himself without Luka was going to do much for the Mavs. We saw what Kyrie and Luka could do. They could get to the finals and get beat by good teams. What could Kyrie and AD do? I don't know. I tell you what, if AD plays like AD played for the first 3 quarters against the Rockets, night in and night out, Mavs were going to be a tough out. Because he was playing like a man possessed. And the problem is, was he going to be able to do that? I don't know. I think he was highly motivated. Man, when something like what happened in this trade happens and guys get motivated, like he was motivated, woo, buddy. That shit can carry you a long way. Both of you in the chat, both Shadowrun and Total Dallas said, I think the Mavs need to get KD. I'm sorry, I had to wait on my computer to stop acting like a bitch. Let me ask you a question. And I'm being serious. What up, Clarence? And answer honestly, because I'm asking seriously. Put that light in a weird spot. I'm asking honestly, so I want an honest answer. Does anybody in this chat, not just you, Shadow Realm, and you, Total Dallas, does anybody in this chat honestly believe that a trio, and I'm asking, I'm not saying I do or don't, I'm simply asking the question. I love you, Clarence. Thank you, buddy. Yes, your beard is looking nice. No, that's not what I was asking. I'm asking, does anybody in this chat honestly believe that if the Mavs added KD, that they would be a contender? Do you believe that Kyrie, KD, and Anthony Davis, one, that there's enough ball to go around, two, that they could all get along and play together cohesively, and three, that the dynamic would work well enough to win them a championship? And I will turn it over to you, chat, to answer. Clarence says no. AD can't stay healthy and the bench isn't that good. Jared said if the Wizards added KD, they'd be a contender. Fair. Shadow Realm said if not KD, they need someone to take that offensive pressure so that AD can just be the defensive anchor that he's meant to be. Okay. Amos said, I remember when my dad first became diabetic, he tried O'Doul's for about a week before he said, I've never drank piss, but this has to be the closest thing to it. Well, I have drank piss, and I'm telling you right now, O'Doul's isn't as good. Christopher Mina said, not in the least bit. Okay. Total Dallas said, assume health to answer the question. No. You got to take the health into consideration for all three of them. Because that's part of it. You've got an aging KD. You've got Anthony Mr. Glass Davis. You got Kyrie coming off of the Achilles. So again, I ask you, because if that's the thing, I mean, look, you can't just operate in the vacuum of ifs and buts and candies and nuts and wishes and hopes and dreams. If you're going to sit there and tell me, oh, you know what the Mavs need to do is add KD, and you're proclaiming it like it solves the problem without taking into account things like health and the reality of everybody's health situations, then you can't make those proclamations. So no, we're not going to assume health to answer the question. We're going to base our answers with a firm foot in reality, which is Kyrie coming off an Achilles, Anthony Davis is made of glass, and KD is older than father. Bro, when Moses parted the Red Sea, KD was on the other side playing horse. Flip said KD is CP3 2.0. They're not good in the playoffs or make their teammates better in the postseason. Okay. I think KD has pretty good playoff numbers. If I recall, his numbers for Golden State were really good. Sorry for the slurping. My wife hates when I get slushes from Sonic because I slurp them. No, Amos, you can't just assume they're all healthy. You can't just assume that. You know they're not going to be. And don't make me pull up the last time all three of them played 82 games. Anthony Davis. Let's see. Dallas Mavericks. Roster. Say, Sonny. Kyrie Irving. And Phoenix Suns. Kevin Durant, as they say in Oklahoma. All right. Man, anybody want to guess how many seasons Anthony Davis has played more than 80 games, or has played 80 games? Excuse me. Anybody want to guess? If I said more than 2, if you guess more than 2, put a 1 in the chat. Or no, put a yes, put a Y. Why, if you think he's played more than 81 games or 80 games twice? Why in the chat? If you think Anthony Davis has played 81 games at least twice, or 80 games at least twice in his career. Why in the chat, or in the chat if you think he has not played 80 games at least twice in his career. Why in the chat if you think he's played 80 games at least twice. In the chat if you think he is not. He has played in a total of 1, 2, 3, 4, 13 seasons. Yeah. 13 seasons. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yep. 13 seasons. This is his 13th season. I'll give everybody else another second or two to answer. Yeah, Walt said those 3 contracts don't allow for serviceable 4, 5, and bench players. Shut up, Clarence. Clarence said you're great at slurping, huh? I was going to make a mean joke, but you complimented my beard, so I let you live. Did I talk about Katie's shirt? What shirt did I miss, Jared? Link me, big boy. Link me. Oh, link me. Yeah, I did that on purpose. The reason I didn't do 70, because he's never played an 80. So the answer is no. He's never played in 80 games in his career. He's played over 70 games in his career thrice. 3 times in 13 seasons, he's played over 70. He played in 75 games in 2016, and 2017, and 2023. That's it. Here's his games played every season of his career. 64, 67, 68, 61, 75, 75, 56, 62, 36. That was the COVID season. 40, 56, 76, and then this year he's at 43. So to sit there and tell me you're going to assume health, aha, I fought in your general direction. All right, next one. Put a Y. Let's go Kyrie Irving. Why, if in the chat, if you think Kyrie Irving has played in more than, if Kyrie Irving has played in 80 games at least 4 times in his career. Why in the chat, if you think Kyrie Irving has played in 80 games at least 4 times in his career, or in the chat if you think he is not. Why, if you think he's played in 80 games 4 times, in if he is not. Why, if you think Kyrie Irving has played 80 games in his career, in the season, at least 4 times. We only did 3 with Anthony Davis. So why do you think Kyrie Irving has played at least 80 games 4 times in his career in a season? Yeah, the answer is no. No. He has played in 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. He has played in 14 seasons. He has never played in 80 games in his career. In fact, he's played in more than 70 games, a grand total of 3 times. Just as many as Anthony Davis. So Anthony Davis has played in more than 70 games thrice in his career. He is 75, 75, and 76. Kyrie Irving has played in more than 70 games thrice in his career. 71, 75, and 72. I will now read you the rest of his games played because it's bad. I read you Davis's 64, 67, 68. In fact, we'll do one better here. I will do the average number of games played. So we said it was what? How many seasons? 13? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13 seasons. He's played in 779 games. 779 divided by 13. Well, so let's do 12 because we won't count this season. 779 minus 43. So that's 736 divided by 12. So coming into this season, Anthony Davis averaged 61.3 games played per season. So 61 games per season. These are the games played per year for Kyrie Irving. 51, 59, 71, 75, 53, 72, 60, 67, 20. That wasn't the COVID season. 54, 29, 40, 20, 58, and 50. And he's done for the season. So that 50 is 50. That's it. So we can count this season for him because he's done. So he has also played in 779 games, the exact same amount that Anthony Davis has played in, and he's actually played in one more season than Davis. So yeah, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. 14 seasons, 779 games. Kyrie Irving is averaging 55.6. So 55 and a half games per season. So again, I'll say, no, you can't assume health, Total Dallas. That's part of the problem. That's a big part of the problem. This is a damn mash unit. And you know what? I never even realized how little Kyrie Irving plays. I mean, if Anthony Davis only plays in about 60 games a year, and Kyrie Irving only plays in about 55 games a year, holy hell. That ain't good. Say. What up, Chica? She says, hey guys, what's up from Slampoon? That's Cancun, Slampoon. I don't know. Yeah, Aaron said, has he been hurt that much? It doesn't seem like that, right, Aaron? It really doesn't seem like that. I don't. For some reason in my head, Kyrie isn't a guy that I associate as oft injured. But the stats say otherwise. The stats say otherwise. Now, Kevin Durant. I will do the same thing. Let me see here. Why in the chat, if you think Kevin Durant has played in has played 80 games at least 4 times. Why in the chat, if you think Kevin Durant has played in 80 or more games at least 4 times? Same as the others. Why in the chat, if you think Kevin Durant has played in 80 games at least 4 times? Joe Bro! Sir! Thank you for the 303 bits, buddy! Good afternoon to you. He said, good afternoon, Mr. Laminack. Good to see you. Hello, deckheads. It's been a damn day, hadn't it? Boy, howdy. It's been one, sir. So why in the chat, if you think Kevin Durant has played in 80 games at least 4 times in his career? He started in 2007. That was his 1 year in Seattle. He has played in a grand total of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17 seasons in the NBA. 17 seasons in the NBA. Why in the chat if you think he's played in at least 80 games 4 times? If you don't think he's done that. Maybe you think it's 3. Maybe you think it's 2. Maybe you think he's never played in 80 games. Why in the chat if you think he's played at least 80 games 4 times or more? What up, Cisco? Never late when you're here, buddy. Never late when you're here. What up, Awake Reaper? Awake Reaper said, yeah, right. No. John Dorier said, why? Well, we were talking about, so somebody new to the program, by the way. Let me find them. Shit, I lost their chats. There they go. Shadow Realm user who was new. Him and Total Dallas, well, I assume him, they and Total Dallas both said that the Mavs needed to go out and get Kevin Durant and add them. And then I said, yeah, but the problem is I don't think they really makes them a contender. I don't think that there's not enough ball to go around and the chemistry and yada yada. And then Total Dallas said, well, if you assume health. And I was like, you can't assume health. Not with that group. There's no way you can assume health. And then we started looking at games played. And I asked the question of Anthony Davis, why in the chat, if you think he's played in 80 games at least 3 times in his 13 seasons in the NBA. And he had never played in 80 games. And then we asked the same thing about Kyrie Irving, and he had never played in 80 games. And so I'm now asking the same thing about Durant. Why in the chat if you think Kevin Durant, but I'm asking for 4 because I asked the same thing about Kyrie 4 times. Why in the chat if you think Kevin Durant has played 80 games at least 4 seasons in his career? And the answer is a resounding yes. What? I know. Amos Googled it. I know he did. Amos Googled it. 100%. Amos Googled this. His first season in the NBA, Kevin Durant played 80 games. He played 82 his second season in Oklahoma City. He played in 81 games back-to-back seasons in 2012, 2013, and 2014. And he has not played more than 80 games since. So he has done it exactly 4 times in his career. Overall, he has played in 1,116 games. If you subtract this season, which he's played in 55 games already, and you divide that by the 16 seasons he's played in, he's averaging 66 games a season. It's more than AD, and it's more than Kyrie. But Durant has had his fair share of missed seasons as well. Here's his games played. 80, 74, 82, 78. Good start. 66, 81, 81. Good start to a career. And then 27, 72, 62, 68, 78, 35, 55, 39, 8, 75, and now 55. So that run in Brooklyn, not great. He played in 35, 55, and 39 games there. Yeah, Golden State, he played 62, 68, 78. It was like once he left OKC, it was all downhill from there. Yeah, and Aaron said everyone's doing load management now. I don't think everyone is really injured like that. I think that's some of it. But I also think some of it is just people not playing through injuries like they felt like they used to have to. You know, that might be some of it too. Is it load management, or were they just playing through injuries because they maybe felt obligated back in the day? And maybe they don't now? I don't know. Maybe it's a little bit of both. So yeah. That would be a rough threesome to put together. Boy, it'd be a bunch of missed games. Get a bunch of missed games. Oh, God, that's good to hear, Cisco. 65% contained. Thank God. Awake Reaper said the irony in worrying about Luka's health and then going to build around AD and Kyrie is hilarious to me. Right? I wonder what Luka's is. That's a really good point. Let's go look at Luka and see what his games played are. Let's see here. Stats. All right, Luka's never played in 80 games. Here's his games played. 72, 61, 66, 65, 66, 70, 22, and now 14. So he's played in 436 games. If you exclude this season, 436 minus 14, that's 422. 1, 2, 4, 5, 6, and 7 seasons. Oof. He's averaged right at 60 games a season. So he's going to miss about 22 games a season. Not great. I mean, that's not great. That's a quarter of the season. That's a quarter of the season. Yeah, AJB said, has anyone played 80 games in the last 5 seasons? That's a good question. Oh, let's see. NBA league average games played. Here we go. The problem is it doesn't take into account starters. Let's see. NBA league average games played per season. Man, I wonder if Basketball Reference would have something like that. Let's see. Basketball Reference. Let's see. Leaders last season? Steals, turnovers, free throws. Per 36, per game, totals. Player stats. Totals, per game, totals. Let's see. Turnovers, 3 points. Nope. I was just looking for like minutes. Oh, wow. Yeah, like points per game. Joel Embiid scored 34 a game, but he played in 39. Buddy Hield played in 84. Yeah, okay. So 29 players played in 80 or more games last season. Yep. There you go. 29 players played in 80 or more games. Paolo Banchero played in 80. These are like the, guys that are Michael Porter Jr., Sorry, computer locked up. Let's see who else is here. Dante DiVincenzo, Naz Reid, Bobby Portis, Chet Holmgren, Domantas Sabonis, Mikal Bridges, Jalen Green played in all 82 games. Buddy Hield, Chet Holmgren I mentioned, Austin Reeves, Harrison Barnes, Jonas Valanciunas, Obi Toppin, Reggie Jackson, Peyton Pritchard. So, yeah. Those are the kind of names that are popping up. Pascal Siakam. Not a lot of DeMar DeRozan. Nope, that's 79 games. Jokic played in 79. Anthony Edwards played in 79. DeMar DeRozan played in 79. Bogdanovich played in 79. So there's several that played in 79. But, yeah. Not that many. That's about one player per team. Yep. Yeah. Of the ones that played, none of them. Well, I take that back. 2 were 20-point scorers. Paolo Banchero and Pascal Siakam. One was an all-star. One was 8th in MVP voting. Domantas Sabonis. And Holmgren was 2nd at Rookie of the Year. So there you go. Pretty interesting breakdown. This kind of shows you we're in a different era. Yeah, Wake Reaver said, I'm assuming role players. Kind of, pretty much. Joe Bro says, so what you're saying is a lot of these guys play 75% of the season, but want 100% paychecks. That's a really good way to put it, Joe Bro. That's a damn good way to put it. That's a damn good way to put it. Huh. Damn good way. Hey, one more headline for you before we move on. The Texans, your Houston Texans, have made Derek Stingley the highest paid defensive back in NFL history. Excuse me, highest paid cornerback. They have reached a 3-year, $90 million extension. And it makes him the highest paid NFL cornerback ever. The deal included $89 million guaranteed, which is wild. Why not 90? What? Like, why the $1 million not guaranteed? Is there some sort of stipulation that says if a contract is fully guaranteed, then the GM has to give you a hand job under the table or something? And so Nick was like, nah, player, not these hands. We got to go 89, but I'll be damned. I'm not doing that again. Like, why 89 of the 90? Why not just give them the extra mil, bro? What? That don't make no damn sense. Deal included $89 million guaranteed, and the average annual value surpasses the previous record for cornerbacks, which was set last week by J.C. Horn, whose 4-year, $100 million extension with the Panthers averages $25 million per year. Stingley's coming off an all-pro season in which he had 5 interceptions, tied for 6th, 18 pass breakups, which was second most, and allowed the second lowest completion percentage among cornerbacks with at least 200 coverage snaps, 46.7, according to NFL Next Gen Stats, which I can never find any of this shit that they publish, unless I guess I have to pay for it. Because they were talking about like Next Gen Stats for linemen, and I tried to find that shit, couldn't find it. I couldn't find it. I see like fastest ball carrier and shit like that, but like when I go to look up longest plays, fastest sacks, longest tackles, and complete charts, routes, passing, and carries, and there's like home. Yeah, I don't there's highlights, there's charts. Oh, let's see. Charts. Oh, let's see. Here we go. Houston. Why the hell do they have Davis Mills on here? This doesn't make any sense. Route pass carry. Yeah, I guess I don't have access to all of the next gen stats stuff. They have punts on here, sack, rush, pass, punt, interception. Yeah, I don't know. But the interesting thing about this is, and now maybe you understand why. Well, at least I do. Now I know why they didn't go out and spend a ton of money on left tackle. Having a defensive-minded head coach will lock up your corner like that. It's interesting. When they drafted Stingley, the consensus was, at least in my mind and a few others, should have been Sauce. It should have been Sauce. And Sauce was sucky this year. Sauce was not good. Sauce was weak sauce this year. I mean, the two basically flipped. Their first year, their rookie year, Sauce Gardner was a rookie of the year. Since then, not good. Not terrible, but the two have gone in different directions. And now Stingley has the richest contract in NFL history for a corner. And Sauce is just trying to stay relevant. It's amazing how that happens. So, John DeRay said, hands under the table are only done in Cleveland. What did I say? 89.90 odd. I'm always nervous about to have the highest paid anything. Oh, yeah. Dub said bad move for Houston. You think so? I don't. I disagree. I think that in this league, there are really two places on the defensive side of the ball where you have to be great. Pass rush and corner. That's where you have to be great. You can be good at safety, but if you're great at corner, you don't have to be good at safety. You can be average at safety if you're great at corner. And if you're great at pass rush, you can be average at safety because you're never going to get to the safety. You never have to worry about your corner getting burned. So it's kind of like at QB. You never want to overspend at any one position. But honestly, those are I think at this point, there's probably 5 positions where you would spend the vast majority of your money in the NFL. Quarterback, left tackle, wide receiver, edge rusher, and corner. That's it. And if you think about it, those are all who play each other. You've got to have a lockdown corner to compete with these dynamic wide receivers. And you've got to have left tackles to block these dynamic edge rushers. Now they move them to the right side, but still you've got to have left tackles protecting your quarterback's blind side. And so all that leaves left is your quarterback. Those are the 5 places you spend money. Everywhere else you spend money. But those 5 places right now are the most important. I will say, get ready, because I think Philly may have just started a new trend. Remember, we had moved away from a running back league. Well, all of a sudden, Derrick Henry and Saquon Barkley might be turning that trend on its ears. They have proven the value of a running back. So, Amos says Stingley was always better than Sauce. He was just coming off injury when he came in the league. I don't know about that. I think skill-wise, they were very similar. coming out of the draft. But I think Sauce had proven to be more dynamic in some ways. Stingley, I felt like, had more experience because of the SEC, but like Sauce was more like dynamic, I think. Where did Sauce play? Where did he play? Cincinnati, yeah. So he didn't have quite the seasoning, but he had like, I don't know, he just had that juice. But Stingley had the experience. I think that was the difference between the two. And I think that's what you're seeing now. So I guess in a way you're right, Amos. I guess in a way you're right. But man, at the time it was just like, whew. Boy, Sauce's tape looked good. Dub said he's progressed a lot, but not to the point of best in NFL, which highest paid suggests. I mean, you're right. I'll say this. Stingley is one of the best corners in football. If he's not the best, he's top 5. Period. And unfortunately, the world that we live in now, Dubs, is if you're one of the 3, 4, or 5 best at your position, and that's probably about where it ends, is top 3 or 5. And he might be top 3, honestly. That's true. He might be top 3. But when you're that high, when it's your turn, you're just going to be the highest paid. Even if you're not the best, if you're one of, you're just going to get the most. It's just the landscape of contracts right now. It's like, hey, you know what's going to take to make me happy? Make me the highest paid at my position. And teams go, well, it's either that and we lose them, or we run the risk of losing them. So, okay. All right, fuck this computer. I'm out of here. I'm so sick of this goddamn USB. I'm not fighting this shit no more. All right. Well, I gave it the old college try. I'm going to sit here and try to troubleshoot this shit. I'll do my best. son want? Why is son Tran messaging me? Oh, it's for a gig this weekend. All right. Well, we got one in. I will holler at y'all tomorrow. That's a good talk. That's a good talk. Love you, Cisco. I'm glad your property is going to be safe, my brethren. It's very important. And hopefully they get that shit under control for you, buddy. T's and P's. For real. Don't forget, Jen is going to be putting together a March Madness bracket. Oh, yeah, Eric, I didn't even see that. But yeah, Eric said, how much is Anderson Jr. going to get paid when his time is up? It's going to be crazy. And I'm not saying that he wouldn't have done it on his own. But, bro, Danielle Hunter is getting him paid. Needs to take him out for a nice steak dinner. Whew. Yeah, Eric said no money for CJ. Oh, CJ's gonna get his because some of these contracts, and it's what they're doing now. Some of these contracts, they just rework them. That's all. They just move the money around. I mean, look what the Chiefs did. The Chiefs were cast strapped and then just went, we'll just shuffle. I mean, why even have a cap at this point? If you can just move the money around however you want, why even have a fucking cap? It's stupid. It's just like baseball. You know what? We'll just pay you $10 until the year 4070. Stupid. All right, guys. I love you. I'll see you tomorrow. I'm gonna go make breakfast for my wife for dinner. We have biscuits and gravy. Yeah. Love you, Pookie. Eric, boy, that's crazy, isn't it? Crazy. All right. Tiger Stripe, we'll see you, buddy. Cisco, love you. John Dorier, much love. All right, I'll see you guys tomorrow. Be safe, be kind, and most importantly, love each other. Goodbye. And he's making a YouTube video.